All right, welcome everyone to ChampCar.Live, brought to you by AutoZone. I'm Paul Delton, joined today by Zach Watts with IPF Racing. Zach and his team headed to Gingerman Raceway this weekend, which is going to be a lot of fun. 53 cars signed up for that race weekend. And Zach, thanks for joining me. Appreciate you. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Doing real good, doing real good. So let's talk about IPF Racing a little bit. How long have you guys been a team? How long has this been going on?
So we've been a team for, I guess, a little over 2 years now. Yeah, you can see kind of in the bottom right there where car kind of used to be thrown together a little bit, but it kind of started back in 2016. I happened to work with a couple of the GWR guys and obviously saw their E30 and got really interested. So I was offered an old Lemons Supra, and it had this terrible paint job. It was green and orange and black, and we ran it in lemons like that, and then we ran it in Champ Car, which was even more fun, running on 5 out of 6 cylinders and consuming all the fluids, but it was a good time. And so then last year, I kind of built the green version where we chopped off 2 feet of the back and a foot of the front, added wings, and then did the 1UZ swap, which is probably what we're most notable for. And ran it like that in a couple races. And then there was some rules changes. So with the fuel cell, we wanted to put it in the trunk. And with the old build, we didn't have a trunk. So
Right.
in January this year, we started with a new chassis and a new cage and kind of rebuilt the whole thing with the same drivetrain and suspension. But yeah, basically a brand new car that actually looks like a car and not a weird chopped up version of a Supra.
Yeah, so it's got the swap in it. It's a pretty fast race car, isn't it?
Yeah, so we're normally like top 5 fastest lap time of the day, but the car's never held together long enough for that to matter.
You're kind of sorting it out, but it's a pretty fresh build, though, isn't it, Zach?
Yeah, so the 1UZ is just from a junkyard. The suspension's pretty stock, minus some cut springs and some shocks. But as far as the car being put together, it's been torn apart so many times that it's kind of always a fresh build. So there's always something small that we find that
Yeah,
needs to be fixed.
right. I'm also interested in the livery you got going here. Talk to us about that a little bit. This is a tip of the hat to another livery, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. So last year we kind of ran it with the like army green vinyl, and then when I rebuilt the car, I wanted to make it look a little more presentable. If we were ever gonna chase after sponsors and that kind of thing. And so I kind of put up a feeler on social media, like, hey, pick from these old Toyota liveries and see which one people thought was the best. And we got this IMSA Celica GT kind of. It won me over, and then I kind of persuaded other people to agree. But it's just a great livery, and it was super easy to do. So it just
Hmm.
it just looks really good on the car.
Right, right. So tell us about your team. Where do they hail from, and what's their background?
Sure. So I used to work with a bunch of guys at Pratt Miller, and so the team started out there. We had some guys from there that had run the car when it was in Lemons originally that joined us, and now that the car's been rebuilt, we've got, including myself, we've got 3 people that regularly drive. So it's myself, Drew, who works at GM with me now, and then Ben, who we'll call the accountant. He's on the far left there in that picture. And then our 4th driver is normally an arrive and drive kind of guy.
Okay, okay. So you've been racing the car. What is this, the second year for it?
Yeah, we did one race at the end of 2017 just to get started in Champ Car at the time, right? But
Hmm.
yeah, now we're on our second year. We're trying to do 4 races. So
So what's on your schedule for the rest of the year? You got Gingerman. You did NCM,
yeah,
and
so we were originally going to do Road America in April, but the car was only finished like a week before that, and that was way too soon without testing. So
right.
NCM was our first. We had a couple issues. Gingerman is our home track, right? It's 2.5 hours away from us. So we're really looking forward to that. And then we followed up with Pitt in October, and then hopefully VIR in December if we can get people to leave Michigan, which shouldn't be hard.
Right. Okay, well, great. Thanks. I appreciate you taking some time to talk with us so we could get to know IPF a little bit. We'll definitely be rooting for you, and look forward to see you at Gingerman Raceway. That's coming up this weekend. You guys are ready to go, right?
I think so.
Think so? Got to load the car up, and then you'll be heading out, huh?
Absolutely. And then for those that don't know, we're having a huge barbecue cookout on Friday at 6:30 at Gingerman. So if you're there, feel free to join us.
Awesome. That's great.
Awesome. Thanks, Polly.
Okay, sure. You bet. And thanks again for joining us. Good luck this weekend, okay?
My pleasure. Thanks.
All right. Thank you.